What does it look like walking with God? Crazy faith. Crazy faith that's just like, God, you know what? I'm tired of me. I'm coming to the end of me. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm going to lose a lot. God's going to tell you what not to chase. God's going to tell you instructions that's going to make you seem like you're out of your mind. But it's going to be so well worth it. Like, so well worth it. When you walk with God, yeah, you're going to lose things. You're going to lose your mind to gain spiritual to gain spiritual knowledge, to gain God's ways and not your ways. And you're going to go through tests. If you need humility, God's going to put you through tests, things that's going to give it to you. And that could look different for everybody. And sometimes God will put you in a chaotic situation. If you in a background where, you know, you struggle with conversation, God's going to put you in situations of conversation where you're going to have humility. You're going to have to hold your tongue. You're going to have to, like, you're going to keep repeating that cycle till you get it. God's going to keep putting you things. God's going to, once God starts showing you who you are, it's not going to always feel good because you want the life that you want. And you want to be stable. Walking with God isn't going to always come with the lavish things. And it's not going to be easy. Listen, it's not going to be easy. You're going to go through suffering. It's going to be hard. I tell people this. Like, when I encounter people, walking with God is not easy. But are you ready? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. Ask yourself, are you ready? Are you ready to lose it all? Are you ready to give up the life that you're living? Are you ready? And if you're not, it's okay. Like, make the decision that's best for you. God's not going to force you. I'm not forcing you because your journey is for you. And being on this journey, everything that I experienced, it really humbled me in a way to where, like, okay, I'm not the only one that's going through things. I'm not the only one that's going through. Because when you're in the world and like you know of God, but you don't really know of Him, you feel like you're the only person that's going through something. No, I understand when God said all His people are going through the suffering. All His people, and people just want things to be. Well, why God people gotta suffer? Why do we have to be broke all the time? Because God, that's the only way God can show you that He will provide for you. God will show you that I will provide for you. I will provide manna, but can you trust me enough to get out your way? Can you trust me enough if I'm telling you that? In this season right here, you're going to have to lack. You're going to have to be in poverty. You're going to have to, this is not where you're going to be. But how can you handle money in this season if I tell you not to chase it? Because you had it all, you still mismanaged it, and you didn't do the right things. Or you was trying to do all the right things and live life, but you was giving out to, He was helping other people, and now He's helping other people. I ain't seen not a dime that I've worked since I've been in trucking. I wish I have. Like, I've done small things and took trips, you know, because I travel, but I didn't see nothing that I had for myself. Everybody else got what I was given, and it's like my mindset is like, when you start like reading the Bible, you will see like I help people, and if you can help somebody now, why wait till tomorrow? Like, I've been living like that, but at the same time, what am I doing to sustain my life? But when you have a heart for others, that's of God. That's of God, because you shows yourself that you're not selfish, but you do need to pour in you because you do have to sustain a life here. Walking with God, God will show you all the beautiful things within inside yourself. You're going to always need healing. You're going to so don't think that when you walk on with God that you're going to be healed right away. No, you're not. You're going to always need God. You're going to always need healing. There's things to work on. There's things in me that God be showing me, like, you need to work on this, or, you know, it's things that He's showing me now that, like, dang, like, I can't believe I'm giving this type of advice. I can't believe, like, God, you changed me. You put me in situations where, boy, that owed me, like, listen, that owed me, like, yeah, I don't understand the situation that I, like, it's been nothing but chaos, but I have peace in it. It's like you're that middleman. You're that peacemaker in situations where, you know, certain situations you know not to mess with, and God put on you, like, nah, you need to kill this. People need to know the truth about themselves. I'm not keeping nobody in their comfort. Like, you got to tell people who they are. You got to expose. Listen, man, I had to tell one lady, like, this, you know how when somebody coming against you, they know they can't fight, but they coming against somebody that can fight. And they got the nerve to come out their mouth, well, you know, I'll put you on the floor. But she said some curse words with it. Baby, the old me would have you on the floor before you to even get those words out your mouth. But this version of me, okay, God will have you on the floor. God will have you sit. God will have you listen. Don't play with me. I ain't fighting this battle. And it is beautiful because God will change you. And when before God elevates you, He gonna put you through some tests to make sure, like, are you for my people now? Are you for my children? But I want to get you to trust yourself more than I trust you. I trust you, but you still need to believe in yourself. Like, yesterday really opened my eyes. Like, I'm scared of my calling. I'm so scared of my calling. And that's okay. But God knows, like, my heart. I'm still going to do what God asked me to do. Yes, I want to be stable. Yes, I want to just be able to have a house and a car and a job. That, listen, God, listen. Give me the things that you promised me now. But it's like, then I don't want to miss the beautiful things. Like, yes, it's aggravating sometimes. Like, and I'm honest. It's aggravating sometimes. Like, man, walking with God looks like this. You're going to have to be in situations where God going to use you to expose people. When you know how God used you. Some people say, oh, no, God won't do that. Listen, I'm finna tell you, when God is showing you, when God tell you that you're the light at the hilltop, listen, you're going to be the light that exposed. You're going to be the light. You're the disruptor. And things, some people not going to like you. Before I didn't like it. Now I understand. Like, God, I don't care who I disrupt. And when I'm working for you, it's you above people. You say you come before everybody else, and to love my neighbor as I love myself. So God is putting me in a situation to when you don't like somebody, because listen, Romans 13, hey, I owe nothing to nobody. I don't have to like you, but baby, I will love you. But that doesn't, there's no way of how that looks. Like, I don't have to talk to you. I can love you and I talk to you. I can say something to you respectfully in a way. I don't have to be rude to you. Because, man, I'm in a situation where it's so many demons and so many spirits right now, baby, that I am fighting. And I'm fighting with God. I used to fight with my fists, and I'm fighting with God. I'm praying, because, baby, these spirits are heavy. Then when I say they want you to get back because you know you're about to get everything that God has promised, you're going to be tested in a way. You're going to be broke down in a way. Like, God going to ship everything. Like, whatever you ask God for, He's going to give it to you. You ask God to change my heart, to change me and work on me. When you go through the valley, you're going to go through the unknown. You're going to be, for me, it took a year. What is it? A year and 10 months. So God trusts you. And I think I moved a little bit faster than most, because I'm people say they've been on their journey. You know, I gave God my yes. He got me at 30. We did them baby steps. But baby, when you give God your yes, your real yes, not turning back, you're giving up everything that you dealt with. I think for me, lust was it. Lust was it. If I had to have to say my biggest sin, lust was my biggest sin. And God just stripped that away, like, and I did it to please somebody else, not myself. I did it to please, the person I'm with. Like, you a good person, but that don't mean anything. We could be good people, but it still don't mean anything when your heart not right. Like, God going to strip away that depression. God's going to strip away that anxiety. God's going to strip away them suicidal thoughts. When you give God your yes, God's going to put you in situations to show you how worthy you are. God's going to put you in situations to show you, like, no, you are mine. I called you. I ransomed a price for you. I exchanged my son life for your life. And when I'm telling you, you got to experience God to get it. You got to experience God to get this. It ain't going to come overnight. It's not going to come the way that you want it. It's not going to come how you expect. And everything on this journey, like, when God, like, listen, being on jobs, not getting paid, like, God using me to expose things, to bring things to the light, to help His children. Like, I don't want nobody to fall victim to anything. Like, I'm going to speak up. God don't have to worry about that. Like, if I gave my life twice, and I mean twice, like, I told God, don't ever put me, listen, don't do that. I'm not doing that again. After last year, I'm not putting myself in, like, I could have, I understand you got me, and what you be having me to do, but God say, listen, but you're walking, and man, it's scary. When you read the scripture, when you know God, and you, like, the fear that I have of Him is like a father. I respect my father. I love my father. I'm not scared of him to where I feel like I'm forced to do this. No, I respect my daddy. Like, I respect my daddy the same way I respect anybody else, but baby, no one comes before that man. That's my daddy. That's my father. That man right there raised me. He raised me. Within a year, he took my pain away. He took everything that I felt away. It doesn't matter how much I talk. If you don't go experience God for yourself, you'll never get it. You'll never experience the love that I have for Him. You'll never experience why I say that that's my daddy, and I do feel like I'm His favorite, but He doesn't have favorites because He loves us all. The relationship that I have with Him is personal. The relationship that I have with Him is everything, and I just want people to walk with Him, talk with Him, Know that he got you in every circumstance and situation. He's not going to leave you. He's not going to forsake you. Yeah, he sends the Spirit of us to show us and to correct us. Like, you can't do this without me, but I'm going to let you do you, my child. Like, I'm going to let you go on your way. But, baby, I know you coming back. I know you come back to me. Guess what? When you come back to me, my arms wide open for you. I got you. Walking with God is the best decision that you could ever make. But it's going to be hard. Because, well, the way that God's going to use you, the way that God's going to give you your voice back, that joy back, that peace back, everything that the devil stole, using relationships to kill, steal, you know, destroy you, like, God's going to give it back to you. He's going to give you your peace back. He's going to give you your joy back. He's going to give you your love back. And this time you guard your heart with everything in you. If it's not of God, you will know that God's going to give you discernment like no other. God's going to, like, and I always thought I was crazy. I'm like, God, like, why do I feel like this? Like, why do I always, like, this isn't right? But God's like, no, you got to trust that. Believe in yourself more. And I think that's my issue. Like, you know, I got to believe in you. Like, things get taken away because you want to be cultivated by somebody else. You want to do things the right way, but you got to trust me enough to guide you. You got to believe in yourself. And it's not the fact that I don't trust God. It's just, you got to believe in yourself enough. Like, if I'm telling you, you got this, if God's saying you got this business, you got this promotion, you got it. Believe in yourself. Go in that room acting like you own it. Go in that room, in that place, because can't nobody take away what God's about to do in you. And if you don't have the confidence, God, you give me the confidence. You give me the strength, because I need it right now. Walk with God. That's my daddy. That's, man, nothing comes before him. The blessings he gives, the joy he gives, the peace he gives, the happiness he gives, the restoration he gives. You know, the taking care of you, the providing for you. Man, it's unexplainable. Give him a try.